Hey guys, I'm sorry that I have not been up to date. Uh, I got back from Panama last Wednesday. The trip back took me 35 hours. It was ridiculous. I can't say I'm really impressed with the American Airlines. Going down there, I showed up at the airport and I was a little late. Well, I wasn't late, but because I had a lot of stuff, it took a little while. And so, going through the security or whatever, and they're like, oh, well, this isn't allowed. You have to check this. And I was like, oh, come on. So I went and checked it, came back, and they're like, well, you missed your flight. Well, the flight, and they're like, well, you missed your flight. Okay. But there's other flights. We'll get you over there. And so I waited for 3 hours and I had another flight over. The thing is, the airplane that I was supposed to get on still had not left by the time I got through and was waiting, because they had some delays or something like that. So I was like, well, okay. So then I got to Seattle. And Seattle, I was supposed to leave there 9 or 10 at night, I think. Or I think it was like 9. No, I think it was like 6. Then they delayed it to 9. Then they delayed it to 11. Then they delayed it to 7 a.m. I had to be in Miami by 9 a.m. And you can't, as far as I know, you can't fly from Seattle to Miami in 2 hours. It was like an hour and a half. So I walked up to them and I was like, hey, I have to be in Panama City because I have another flight from Panama City up to David. Well, they're like, okay, we'll see what we can do. And I will say that I was very impressed. They worked it out. They made it work. They flew me from Seattle down to San Francisco, I think. It wasn't LAX. So I think it was San Francisco. I think San Francisco has an airport. I don't know. Probably doesn't. Maybe it's San Diego. I don't know. It was something or other. So I went down there, and then I went to Panama City. And I was gonna have no. Yeah, never mind. I was supposed to fly from Miami down to Panama City, but this way they flew me from San Francisco down to Panama City. Well, then I was like, all right, so that was just a fluke thing. Oh well, it wasn't that bad. I still got here on time. Flying back was horrible. I flew from Panama City. I flew from David to Panama City, and then from Panama City to Miami. I ended up having a 6-hour layover in Miami. Then I was supposed to have a 12-hour layover in Phoenix, but because it was a 6 hours, it was really only like, I don't know, 5-hour long layover in Phoenix or something like that. I don't remember. And then so from Miami to Phoenix, they delayed it like 4 different times. And then every time they delayed it, I'm not sure if that was from Miami or from Phoenix, but every time they delayed it, they changed gates. Well, bummer. I have a cushion because my butt is pathetic, very much so, and so I need to sit on a cushion, or I really hurt. And I totally believe that this is I'm an absolute pansy for doing this, but it makes life so much better when I have this cushion. So, anyways, I had this cushion, and I had an external battery to charge my phone, and a wall charger. Well, I was charging my battery because I had already drained it. I charged my battery, and I was sitting there. Then they changed gates, and it was kind of like a rush thing. So I got in the wheelchair or whatever, and I transferred. I forgot my cushion. And about 15 minutes later, I was like, oh man, I forgot that. And then on top of that, I forgot my battery and my wall charger. So I was like, oh, bummer. But we were still in the airport. I was like, well, can we call? Can we have someone bring it? Can I go back? And they're like, well, we have 30 minutes, and they're not gonna show up here for 20 minutes. I was like, okay. So, and this is after hours of waiting. I was sitting there, and then they're like, okay, it's time to board. And I was like, well, so much for that. No more cushion, no more battery. So I have several cushions already. So it's not the end of the world that I lost that. Yes, it is a bummer, but it's not the end of the world. The battery, it wasn't a very good battery anyway, but it worked. And so now I just have to get a new one. Hopefully I upgrade. Yeah, so that was my flights. It was far from amazing. Yeah, I'm back home. I would love to tell you more about my experiences and some adventures and stuff in Panama City, but I can't yet. I'll tell you why when I tell you, but it's gonna be a while before I can say anything. But I'll try to remember. Today is my dad's birthday. Congratulations, him, 67 years old. So yeah, okay. I am done. I am exhausted. I took a nap yesterday. Bad thing. And I was so tired, I slept for 2 hours. Then I woke up. We had worship, sundown worship, and then I was still tired. So I went back to bed, but I got on my phone. Dumb thing to do. And then I remembered, oh, I gotta do this and I gotta do that. I will make another episode about something. But yeah. So that was my trip. Well, excuse me. The transportation part of my trip. So, yeah. Until next time.